What is happening?
What is up?
I'm gonna throw it out there. Welcome back.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
I know,
It's been a minute.
It has. It's been a minute.
I mean, trying to get into a new studio, trying to fix up the studio.
Yeah, trying to make things work.
And
I know. Yeah.
we did have to take a little bit of time off to try to figure all that stuff out.
Yeah, and we've gotten a little closer, I think.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
I mean, I'll spoon you.
Yeah. Well, I expect nothing less.
Or be spooned. I don't care to be the little spoon. Sometimes it's nice to be the little spoon.
Well, and that's what's really great about our relationship.
Right.
Is that, we're perfectly comfortable being either the big spoon.
Big or little spoon.
Or the little spoon. Right.
Right.
Yeah, we're cool with that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We're not that picky.
Welcome
Picky.
back.
Yeah, I know.
I had that stuck in my head. Well, we've been talking about, recording and stuff like that. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I was like, that is the song that's the greatest theme song to a show I've ever heard.
Well,
That and the fact that I was singing the Facts of Life song earlier.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I did do that.
Yeah. That happened for a little while.
Well, because you take the good.
You take the bad.
And you take them both, and there you have.
The facts of life.
That's the Facts of Life. Yes. So what you been into, man?
You know what, man? Same old stuff. Working and, hanging around here, trying to play a little bit of music. Working on this studio.
Yeah.
It's baby steps.
And I've done nothing to help you with that.
No, that's okay. That's all right. We've not done a whole lot. We're just kind of trying to figure out.
We're examining the space.
Right. Yeah. It's just going to be a minute. So
Yeah.
But I figured this is a good time to kind of get back at it,
right?
And see what we can get accomplished. And I love doing this show, and we just hadn't done it forever. And it's like we're all back together again.
And it's also not the Satan's ball sack temperature outside either.
Right. Yeah.
And that's a big thing.
Yeah, I really didn't anticipate it being that hot in here. Oh my God, I know it was crazy. So, but it got really, really hot this past summer.
Yeah, it did.
I have never wanted it to be not summer so much.
Right, but we also had a couple different irons in the fire.
Yeah,
as well.
Oh yeah.
Always. Hopefully something soon will come out of that.
Yeah, we got some stuff going on, some stuff that's coming up in the future, and I don't know what's happening.
I have no idea.
I feel like okay.
That kind of freaked me out.
Yeah. Is that for our OnlyFans? Our engineer's
Wait,
up to some...
do I need to do that?
I don't know. Maybe he'll come get you later. Not sure.
I'll tell you right now. Ain't gonna lie, I hope it does.
Our engineer looked like he was up to no good. I'm not sure. I mean, but
me and ghetto boys are trick or treating.
Yeah. Well, he's being super professional and trying to help us out with lighting and all those things, and we're pretty much rubbish.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
I agree with that.
And I'm just like, turn these fucking cameras on and let's just do it.
Yep. Which is basically what we're doing.
Yeah.
But hey, everybody watching, welcome back.
Yeah, hey, it's good to see you guys.
So happy to see you guys.
We really don't have I don't want to say we don't have
we didn't like plan guests and stuff like that like we normally do. We just kind of wanted to get together,
talk about
stuff, man, stuff and junk.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
we've said that a million thousand times.
I'm fine with that phrase.
Whatever.
I mean, it doesn't exist, but that's fine. We'll fucking use it.
It exists now.
And unfortunately, yes.
Yes. But just getting together.
Yeah.
And you and I haven't really had an opportunity to do our Saturday night thing.
Well, no, because either I'm working or you're working.
Right.
And, hey, here we are.
We've been busy doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the two papas of music, which is what I think that we are. And I got to thinking about that, while we were doing this. We are not, I'm not going to say we're not for the younger generation, but we are more for our generation, which would be what? For me, it's Gen X.
Yeah, but
are you millennial?
I'm right on that line.
Xennial or whatever it's called.
Xennial. I think you don't pronounce the X. You know how?
Oh God.
Yeah, I know. I didn't make it up. It's not my rules. But I think that there's by some models I'm Gen X, and by some models I'm a millennial.
You know, I think I don't know if I'm in that same boat or not. I know I'm not. You know,
You're not.
I'm Gen X.
Yeah, you're Gen X.
Okay.
You're straight Gen X.
Okay.
A few years older than me, so
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think what's cool about the two of us is that, you know, we like hard, fast, raw music. We like underground music. We like all that stuff. But we can also understand, and we take up for the younger.
I do.
But we take up for the kids. You know,
I mean, that's what dads do.
You know,
we take it for the kids.
And you know, I have a lot of respect for people who do that, and you just don't see it very often. I have no fucking idea. I think there might be something that's about to slap our engineer's desk or keyboard or whatever. Maybe he got tired of using his fingers.
Man, we were in such a group right there that happened.
We need a camera on this motherfucker.
Yeah,
and I need to control that.
Oh, that was classy.
Yeah. All right.
But.
I won't be the same.
But as you were, you know, so eloquently saying, you know, we don't hold it. I don't hate new music.
No, I don't either. And I'm weird about music. I get that. And
well, we've talked about it before that you are the one time or two time listen through, and then you might start liking it.
But I'm even more weird than that. Because, and I know we've talked about this, but I want to say this for everyone listening, because I don't give a shit, you know, if you think I'm cool for what I listen to or not. But I mean, the thing is like, so it's kind of like if I love a song or an artist, and then I find out that they murdered a bunch of people or SA'd a bunch of people or something like that. Yeah, I'm done. Like, I cannot even enjoy that music anymore. I was a 80s kid, of course, you know, and when I was a kid, I loved the Cosby Show. And I can't ever watch, you know, I can't ever walk down that lane again. You know?
It doesn't hold up.
I think I have not watched the show in years, but
I've tried.
It feels like, it feels like I tried to watch it before everything came out, like 10 or 15 years ago, whatever it was.
Well, I mean, if we're talking about, you know, the Cosby Show and, you know, not being able to re-listen to, like, can you listen to R. Kelly?
No, I cannot. All I hear is an awful person. You know what I mean? I'm just, I can't do it. I don't like it.
So you already know where this conversation is going to head.
Yeah, I know where it's going. Like, I'm done with all the.
Do you want to have that conversation that's coming up?
Let's get into it.
All right. Okay. Are we calling it Baby Oil Gate?
Mm-hmm. Sure, let's do that. Well, and I don't want to be, and I know you don't either. We don't want to be those guys that just kind of pile on to something, especially since we've not been around. We've not really talked about it, and there's so much.
Right.
Every day it's something new. It's coming out with this guy.
The one that got me, you know, besides the thousands and thousands of bottles of baby oil this dude had, which one bottle lasts 3 years. Do you know that? One bottle of baby oil is technically supposed to last you 3 years.
I'm proud to say I did not know that.
Well, now you do. Information for us.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. Thousands of dollars. Probably most likely $1,000 of baby oil. So much baby oil in this dude's house. And I just recently learned that it was laced with rufinol.
Is that official? Is that like an official thing that the law enforcement or whatever the investigators have found?
This is, like I said, this is just stuff that's getting thrown at me.
Right. And I think I heard that too. And
somebody's lawyer was like, yeah, he was spraying baby oil on his client, and the next thing you know, she started going limp. Hello. I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah. Who the fuck would do that? I mean, why would anyone do that? That's ridiculous.
I mean, that's insane, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of comes. the way I see it is, like, I woke up this morning and I woke up way earlier. I'm doing that old man thing now where I'm having to wake up wait like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning to pee. You know?
What?
You're an old man. You come on, you're older than me.
Yeah, but I don't wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning just to go pee.
I shuffle in there.
Baby, I'm up at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm that old, baby.
Gotta change your diaper. Shit. There we go. But
no, that's just roll.
I get up and I go pee, and I'm like, I gotta be up in a couple hours anyway. I might as well just stay up. So I do that, and I'm on TikTok or whatever, just kind of going through, and I'm like, every day. And this was this morning. This was any day I start. Anytime I start my day like that or whatever, there's something new. And I don't want to get into everything. You guys all know everything. You probably know what's going on, whether you liked P. Diddy or not. I mean, it's everywhere. You can't turn on anything without seeing it.
Chuckles, is there any way that you can like throw a scene of like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Pepe Silva up on the screen?
You're going to hit him with that, really?
I am.
All right. So anyway.
Well, he just gave me the look of like, no.
It might be at the end of the show, but he's going to work on it. So the thing is like it's every day. Every day there's something new. Things we're finding out things that, we had no idea that would ever be tied to P. Diddy,
No.
And like I had a really great example earlier, and it was just a joke, and I can't remember what it was. We were just laughing with buddies, and I was like something like, we're going to find out that, I mean, I hate to be, because I take 9/11 very seriously for what it was, but at this point, I wouldn't be surprised to find out that motherfucker had a hand in that somewhere. I mean, it's like every day there's something of that. Almost
the accusations of what? Tupac. Accusations of Biggie.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's insane.
Diddy-Did-it.
Yeah, Diddy-Did-it. And like, it's all these different things. It's like, it's going to get to the point where, like the thanks, Obama. That was a big thing back, 10, 15 years ago.
I got to cut my lawn. Thanks, Diddy.
Right. Well, it's like, hey,
I slipped on this ice. Diddy-Did-it.
Right. Whatever happens, it's we can just start putting the blame on him. I feel like that's what we should do.
Okay.
Just start.
If that's something you want to start, we should do it.
Anytime you fuck up or you're busted doing something that you're not supposed to be doing,
Diddy-Did-it.
Diddy-Did-it. Right.
All right.
There we go. And it's so fun to say.
It does roll off the tongue.
Diddy-Did-it.
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 See, when you just did that, I was like, Diddy-Did-it. Diddy-Did-it. I'll throw fucking Mario in that.
Yeah. Old fucking Nintendo.
Yeah.
Mario. Yeah. Diddy-Did-it. I don't know. Look, I'm always the first one. I'm always the guy that everyone hates because they're like, this person did this heinous, awful thing. And I'm like, are you sure? Do you know? Do you have all the facts? Are you going to sit and listen to it?
Right.
You've made up your mind without hearing anything. It's hearsay at this point. Yeah, and there's some stuff that there's some evidence that's been, very little.
Yeah.
But it's mostly just like, okay, this is the case we built. Yeah, and there's some shit, right? Don't get me wrong. But I'm always the one I'm always the guy that's going like I don't think Michael Jackson did it. If I'm being honest, I don't give a shit. I still do like some old Michael Jackson songs, but it would not devastate me at all to never listen to a Michael Jackson song again. No. It has nothing to do with it. Like, none of that adds up to me. And we can get into that on another episode. I don't think we really need to do that tonight. But I really don't think that he did it, to be honest with you. And if you go out in public and you ask anybody, just some random person on the street, did Michael Jackson touch them kids or whatever? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm like, okay.
All right. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't. But where were the parents at during all that? That were just like giving their kids to him?
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. And then they're like, okay, we're cool. Just give us some money. And
if that's what happened, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a whole thing there. And we can get into that later. That might be a good conversation. If anyone if anyone's watching this and we start getting blown up in our messages, nobody comments, but we get tons of messages. That's just crazy. If I'm not going to take you seriously if you're not commenting.
Are you laying down the line?
I think so, because we get all these comments and people saying things, and everyone's usually pretty respectful, and I'm not complaining about the content of the messages. It's just like, I mean, come on, say this, let everybody in on it, and then everyone will understand why we're doing a segment on it or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just makes sense. And I know we don't have a ton of listeners or anything like that, and it's not being snooty. It's just like it kind of helps keep everything kind of cohesive, and I don't know. I don't know. It just feels wrong to like. Well, I mean, someone sent us this message, and we're going to do a whole segment on it.
No, I mean, it's not just a message that we've gotten about it. It's been multiple. I've had somebody ask me, "Hey, what do you guys think of this whole P. Diddy thing?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it."
Yeah, I mean, you've thought about it.
I thought about it, but man, I didn't want to like go into it. I'm not holding out for content or whatever.
No, but it's a lot. That's a lot to conversate about.
It really is
through a message.
I mean, we would be there for days,
right?
Like we were talking earlier. Is it the explosion of money that you get that makes you kind of go crazy?
Yeah, it's really hard to say, man. I don't know why anyone would ever feel the need to go to those levels. I really don't.
And is it because we don't have that kind of money?
I really
do. You would you get bored in your everyday life if you had that kind of money and you were living this life?
I mean, I understand. He's a billionaire. Around. I mean, even without the money, he's P. Diddy. He's famous.
Yeah.
Girls are going to want to be on him. Dudes are going to want to be on him. A lot of people are making a big deal about him having all these homosexual, supposedly.
Whatever.
We don't care about that. And if he feels the need to hide it, that's his business.
Yeah.
That's not. If he was completely innocent and someone was just outing him, like if there was none of this other stuff,
that's an issue.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way it wouldn't be fucked up if he was is if he would be being publicly homophobic or something. Then it's right. Like, well, wait a second.
Hold on now, guy.
We know you're doing this. That's the only like yeah reasoning. But anyway, I really feel like I understand that he's got all that money, he's got all that fame. Girls are going to want to do their thing with him, so are dudes.
Right.
And maybe there is a certain level where you get bored.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But how?
If you're given that much fucking money and you're given that much idle time on your hands, what?
But
what the hell do you do?
You're crossing moral lines, though.
Listeners, I'm not defending him.
No,
by any means. I'm just saying I'm trying to get into the mindset of somebody who's filthy rich.
Yeah. Like what makes someone go that far? What makes someone basically lose their humanity?
Right.
When you were treating other people like that.
But have you ever watched the show Making the Band or whatever with P. Diddy on it?
No.
I want you to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge and get me a donut. That kind of stuff. Now, was he really doing? I mean, was it just for TV, or is he really that dude?
I've heard he's really that way. I've never seen that show. I don't know, but I've heard he was. I mean,
I'm a glutton.
I don't purposely look into this. I just see something come up on my feed. I'm a little interested because this man represented, probably even still does,
generations.
Well, basically the music industry.
Yeah.
Like you may not be on his label. You may have never met him, but something that I think I've heard a lot of celebrities who've had interactions with him, but never really were under his wing, never really never went to his parties, and they're talking and they're all kind of saying the same thing without saying it. It's
right.
Like they know you don't cross him. He has power, and he can break you if he wants to. You know, you're not. You have people in the bands, musicians, artists, whatever in the music industry who are affected by him because he is that big, he is that large, and his reach really knew no bounds. I mean, it didn't matter if it was
We were talking about this earlier before we got started. Who's next?
There's gonna be a lot next. I really think. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we all thought there was gonna be more coming from the Epstein stuff,
and that kind of we talked about that before too. Everything kind of just went away.
And that's what happens, though. It will. It blows up, it explodes, and then it's all over everything, and then it goes away, and you're like, well, I guess that's over. And then the next thing you know, a year, 2 years, 3 years later,
right,
we got this. And it's like, because there's a whole quiet investigation happening, and that takes years sometimes.
Yeah, I'm sure it does take time to, put all that shit together.
But everybody wants justice, and they want it now, and I understand that. But, I mean, this is going to go away for a little while, and then pop its head back up, and then go away for a little while. And I mean, I don't know. I hope more comes from the Epstein stuff, and I certainly hope more.
And obviously, this is what we have to make that comparison to, the P. Diddy stuff and the Epstein stuff.
It's almost the same thing.
It runs in the same circle,
right.
I think.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know, it just drove me crazy. I'm sitting there going, man, I remember watching P. Diddy on MTV and,
excuse me,
all the videos that he had and the songs that he had. I was never a Diddy fan or a Puffy at the time fan.
Puffy. Who names himself Puffy?
That guy, dude, apparently.
He gave himself that name, too.
I guess.
No, he did.
And
that's the hater side of me.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, I can see that happening out of you. But it wasn't my brand. It wasn't what I was into. But I was like, oh, you know what? I seen him everywhere. He blew up.
Oh yeah.
Sean Combs clothing lines and all kinds of just all kinds of little merchandise and stuff that he put out. But I just don't. I'm just going back to the whole money issue.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Because I'm not gonna say I would go Diddy level crazy if I was given that kind of money.
I'd smack the shit out of you.
But I'd go Frazier crazy.
Yeah. Well. Me and you would drink ourselves to death if we had that kind of money and fame. I mean, we would be partying, but we wouldn't be hurting other people.
I don't think that we would either.
We would not be. We would not hurt other people.
If we were given that kind of money.
No. I mean, it's not even funny to joke about. I don't. There's not a scenario.
Okay, I'm going because it's all speculation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to have that kind of money.
I got a lottery ticket back here.
Well, I mean, then you might win.
And I'm taking you with me.
No, fuck you will.
Maybe not now.
Right.
I don't know.
You'll wait till I'm destitute. My wife leaves me.
No, I'm taking her with me.
Then you're definitely not taking me. Jerkbag.
Oh, shit.
I'm not saying that I would potentially or would want to hurt people or whatever, but I know that my mind would wander so crazy far if I was given that kind of money with nothing to do.
If you have that kind of money, how do you not have anything to do?
If you've done everything, what is there to do?
You could never do everything. You could never do everything.
You say that, but if you've had that kind of money for so long,
he's still working. He's still like, doing
that dude is not working.
He is. I mean, dude, he's not getting that money for free. He is still working. There's a job to do.
That's called passive income, my friend.
I don't know, man. And for a lot of that time, he was making music. He was busy. He was writing. He was recording.
I'm not saying he didn't work for it.
I don't know. I can't imagine a scenario, and it would never be an acceptable excuse to me.
No, we would kick the shit out of each other if we had that kind of money and we were, one or the other was doing something dumb that.
We'd just do Fight Club.
Well, see, now that is one thing. If we had the money to do Fight Club, would we not do Fight Club?
We would, but it wouldn't look like the movie. It'd be more like, is that camera on me? It'd be more like like that,
No, don't fight me now.
Yeah. And we'll put that on, is it Grindr? What is that?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's going to get us the hits.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would. You know all those tough, manly men. They want to tune in and see.
We'll watch you guys slap each other silly.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
I'm okay with that.
We might even toughen up accidentally along the way.
I highly doubt that. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I don't think that he just was out of the gate that. Money, time on your hands, doing stuff. Not once again. Hey, listeners, I'm not defending this dude. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is, and I think there's a level of importance to that because a lot of people don't want that. They want to know, did he do it? I can't even do it.
Did he do it?
Did he do it?
Did he do it?
Did he do it? Did he did it? Yeah. Did that man do that? And if they want to know the answer, yes or no. Yes. They don't care why. And I think those are important questions.
I think so too.
What is it the money? Yeah. All right. You're not allowed to have more than $1 million anymore. Oh yeah. That's money's too dangerous. Humans shouldn't be trusted with a certain level of money. And I fully fucking believe that. I can get canceled right now. I don't care. But there are people doing things, a lot of good things with their money.
Yeah.
I admit that I don't know a whole lot about like the Bill Gateses and stuff.
Yeah.
Like even Bill Gates in particular. I do know that I agree a lot with Bill Gates, and that's probably gonna get me canceled too. But there's this fake, like made up hatred of that man from a certain group, and I told you we've had this conversation many times. I've had to do a lot of digging because people have said things about people that I do like, and I want to know, like, is Tom Hanks drinking the blood of little babies and whatever,
God, I would hope not.
But like, if he is, I want to know.
He is America's dad.
Like, right. But I don't care. Like, if he is doing it, of course he's not doing
if he's
that.
drinking the blood of babies, he is a horrible, horrible individual.
Right. And I want to know. I don't want to go, let's watch The Burbs tonight. You know what I mean?
Oh, man, but have you watched The Burbs lately?
I would be happy to, like, never watch it again.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's doing stuff on that level, I'm fine with it. Like, it's It's done.
If they're doing something wrong, no.
And the only places you can find anything suggesting that Tom Hanks is doing anything nefarious, if you will, are not trustworthy sites.
Right.
They're not trustworthy references.
And
so,
Tom Hanks, if you're listening, yeah, we don't think that you are.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Whoa.
Well, I figured, we'd add that for good measure. No.
So is that what we're going to clip out to if it comes out that Tom Hanks is actually doing something wrong? I mean, and Tom Hanks, if you're listening, and then cut to you.
That way we have, right.
Right, I get it.
That way we have a backup plan.
Okay.
Right. But, I've looked into these things, and like there's lots of different things. We can get into this, and it can go super deep, and I don't think anyone's really all that interested.
Once again, Chuckles, Pepe Silva.
But, I mean, wanting the truth and wanting to feed your own narrative.
Yeah.
Those are two different things. And, like, I genuinely want to know. I want to know the truth. Tell me the truth. Let me go find it. And if I can find any hint of someone
wrongdoing,
I'm that person is a bad person.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah,
with that as well. I mean, obviously, you don't really hear much from R. Kelly these days.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. But, I mean, I'm not going to go out and buy an album or nothing like that.
Well, I was I didn't even realize I was like that because I can seriously lose interest in music. I loved Guns N' Roses when I was I've always loved Guns N' Roses.
It's a sickness that you have.
Yeah, it is. But I definitely like just the opinion of the band when I was, I don't know, late teens, early 20s, and I started learning more about the behavior,
yeah,
just their behavior in general, and particularly the behavior of Axl Rose, I don't think there's ever been anything that we can really say, yeah, he did all these terrible things, but we at least know he's a goddamn asshole.
Yeah.
And I cannot help but have my love of that band diminished. The songs don't sound as good as they used to. It's not in my control.
You Could Be Mine?
You Could Be Mine is definitely still an awesome song.
Okay. All right.
But if it came out tomorrow that one of those guys was, hurting, literally hurting people, I would never be able to listen to that song again.
Right.
And it's out of my control. It's not a choice. Because, when you're like, there's lots of people who are like, oh, nope. So, like, I know people who fully believe, they'll argue with you all night long that Michael Jackson will,
Diddled kids.
Right. But they still love Thriller. And I don't get that. That does not make any sense to me. They'll listen to Beat It, Michael Jackson,
hello.
Yeah. Billie Jean.
Okay.
Billie Jean's actually my favorite Michael Jackson song. God damn, that song is so good.
PYT.
Yeah. Pretty Young Thing. Yeah. Good songs. I still like Michael Jackson, but if there was something more concrete, I just don't think there's anything concrete. And again, we can get into that later. I don't care.
Yeah, but I mean that is gray area.
Everything took a hit, though.
I want to say a lot of things that we're even talking about tonight is gray area.
Well, sure. Yeah.
But that has been fucking what? Years and years and years of people saying he did, people saying he didn't. And it all kind of goes with who you feel like believing. I don't think that he did.
I don't either. I don't. But I'm not I am not the kind of person to ever say that I know something 100%.
Right.
I'm not a Sith, dude. I don't deal in absolutes. I just don't do it.
Did you just throw out,
dude?
Star Wars reference?
I did. I'm
all
sorry.
right.
Yeah.
I'm actually proud of you.
I love that quote, though. I really do, because, and I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, you know that,
right.
But I love that because that's true. Like, I'm not a Christian. I'm not an atheist. I'm not any of those things. And even though I do think I probably lean way farther to the atheist side, I consider myself agnostic because the truth is I think there's something, but I'm not arrogant enough to think that I have the answer.
Yeah.
I know the answer. All of humanity is.
I'll throw it out there. You know your personal answer.
Everybody knows their personal answer.
Their personal. And that's where all of this fucking lies to.
Yeah.
Is it's everybody's personal preference or whatever.
I honestly, I'm 99.9% sure that there's nothing real about. I mean, besides some of the history and stuff about the Holy Bible, but I won't say 100% that it's not 100% real. I don't know. I can't tell anyone. Don't. It's 100% bullshit because I don't know 100%.
Okay.
How the hell would I know?
Well, let's reel this back in. I mean, we're starting to go off on a tangent here.
Yeah.
Let's reel it back in towards music.
Well, and that's the thing. But I think that has the power. That statement is powerful.
It is.
So we're not going to say anything.
I agree.
100% about Diddy. We don't know.
No, we don't know.
We don't know. We don't know anything 100% about Michael Jackson.
We don't.
I think we're pretty locked in on R. Kelly.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. But my thing is with P. Diddy, and I don't know why, but that 1,000 bottles of baby oil just sticks with me.
I mean, even if it's not laced with drugs, we know he had 1,000
yeah,
bottles of baby
come
oil.
on, man.
That's insane. That's insane. And every celebrity that's on any kind of upper level is like, yeah, there's some wild shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's nuts, dude.
Yeah.
But I just, I don't know. I don't feel bad for bashing this dude.
Am I getting splooged on right now? What's happening?
I don't know.
There's something happening on my screen, and I'm not sure what it is.
But just the whole fact of we're like kind of sitting down, hanging out, talking about these guys that I don't know how with their money. What would you do with that kind of money? I'm going back to that.
Oh man.
If you had that kind of money, what would you do?
I'm going to help people. That's what I'm going to do.
Now, is that because you've grown up helping people?
No, I did not grow up helping people. No, this is, no, I did not grow up helping people. This is not something I ever really thought I would. When I was younger, I wanted to be a rock star, you know?
Okay.
When I was a little kid, you know, when you're 9, 10 years old and you're in school, I'm like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a rock star for real. I did. And thought I would be. And then, I don't know, I just wanted to be a working musician after that. And that's what I've always wanted to be, is just a working musician.
Right.
I just never could we couldn't ever get the guys lined up to, you know, it's a whole thing. But I don't know, I mean, maybe my job kind of led me in that direction.
That's what I'm saying.
But I think it was likely always kind of in me. You know, I've always been super empathetic, and even when I'm aggravated, like I feel like to people who are close to me, I do rant and vent a lot, but you know, it's just to keep from saying or doing something bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the heat of a moment or something, you know.
Well, I get that.
Yeah. I don't know. So, but I mean, I think a lot of people, just about everybody I know, loves to help people, no matter what side of the political spectrum they are. People around here, there's some really great people around here, and I don't think I'm any different. I mean, or better than anybody. I think I think things through more than a lot of people do. I think I want the absolute truth more than some people do. I think that there's a lot of people who want that that bias. They want that, you know, they so and so did this. Oh no, they didn't. They didn't because they can't, because I like them. And if they did that, then that means they're bad. And that can't have that could not have happened.
I see what you're saying.
And I want to know. I'm the kind of person I want to know. You know.
I want to know.
You know, we talk about the Menzingers a lot on here.
We do.
The Bouncing Souls.
Yeah.
Love them. Listen,
oh, yeah.
You know, still, listen, one of my absolute favorite bands. I've been listening to a lot of Sick of It All lately.
You have?
We got burnt out. When Jana was little, and all the kids were little, we listened to a lot of Sick of It All. And like, just, there's a little, we went through a little hardcore phase. And I've not listened to a lot of hardcore in the last 5 years or maybe more than that, maybe 7, 8 years. And it's all been just more like fun music and just trying to stay upbeat and all that stuff. But I still think, I do think Sick of It All is like the reason why they're the best hardcore band ever is because they are still, they're loud, they're heavy. But
they care about.
But they're still, they're still fun.
Yeah.
It's still fun music, and there's a lot of melody. There's a lot of hardcore bands. I'm not saying I don't like hardcore, because I do, but it's not real melodic. But Sick of It All is a highly melodic band. But you know, if something came out about them, I'm done.
Right.
I'm done.
Well, and that's good, because that's how it should be.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, that's not how it is.
But for us to say that, you know, that like we were talking about the gray area before, you know, a lot of people have that gray area like, no, he didn't do that.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go
no,
ahead.
No, you're good. But that's just it. You know, if Sick of It All came out that they were like murdering Ethiopian babies or whatever. Again, okay. We'll go with that. We don't think that Sick of It All is murdering Ethiopian children. But if they were, you know, if it came out and it was actual, yes, we would stop listening to Sick of It All.
Not like a conscious decision. Not like, oh, I guess I have to stop listening to them. It wouldn't be a choice.
It's more like guttural. Just
yeah.
I can't get behind a band that's going to do something like that.
I might even not this day and age, but there might have been a time in my life I would have tried.
But there's going to be people out there that's like, I don't think they did that, so I'm still going to listen to
I mean, it just
Sick
depends
of
on
it all.
what level of facts we have. I mean, if it's cut and dry, or not even cut and dry, if it's pretty clear that they did it, you know.
Yeah.
But like maybe they didn't get a guilty verdict for whatever reason. Like I'm still done. You know what I mean? I'm still done.
Well, but are you going to bash someone who's listening to Sick of It All? Be like, oh, I don't think that they did that.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, it just depends on the context. It depends on whatever they did. Is that person speaking out against that? And like if you have somebody who's against, SA.
Yeah.
And they're out there. I mean, everyone's against it.
And I'm going to throw it out there.
Be.
I just fucking realized what you were saying every time that you said that.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of figured it was implied, but then when you kept saying it, I'm like, oh, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And then now I got it.
Good. Everybody younger than you got it.
Yeah.
Right. But everybody should automatically be against that.
Yes.
But even if especially somebody who's like, so and so did this, if they're pointing fingers at other people and like they're going home and watching the Cosby Show, yeah, then I'm gonna bring it up, and I'm not gonna be hateful. Right. I'm gonna be like, what?
Is that where we're going with this?
Yeah, like you know how we do it. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, so you're watching that? Isn't that a little weird? You know, just you know.
All right.
You poke in there, but some people they have no problem with it. They can separate that. They can separate that shit.
Oh, I'm going to say it wrong. Decompartmentalize.
Yeah, I don't think there's any. I mean, we don't expect any human being to be perfect.
No,
and I get that. You know, not everyone's going to agree with me on everything.
There's only one perfect person, and that's Tom Hanks.
Yeah, just Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
and Bill Gates is pretty perfect too.
Right?
I really don't think that. I don't think there's a such thing as a good billionaire, but I mean,
Tom Hanks.
I don't think Tom Hanks is a billionaire.
Dude, how could he not be?
I don't think he is. I'm pretty sure he's not.
Dude,
look it up.
Keep talking, baby, because I'm gonna look that up. Because
you know what? If you're right, you're right. But I don't think he is.
I'm gonna say Tom Hanks is a billionaire. All right, Google.
I want to know.
Is Tom Hanks?
Give me the truth.
A billionaire.
But I mean, that's,
oh my God.
What?
You know what?
400 million. What is it?
Wait. Get out of my head.
Is it 400 million?
Yeah.
No shit. Okay. I know things. You know? I drink and I know things.
All right, Peter Dinklage.
What do you want? People are going to think we staged that shit. Three
we
people,
really didn't.
3 people are going to think we staged that.
Because I
swear we didn't stage
I looked that up and I was like, hold on. But then now I need to see this.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm curious in the comments section if anybody who's still listening to all this nonsense, you know, how do you feel about it? Is that something that you can do? I mean, do you have a favorite band that you found out something terrible about? I mean, do you have a favorite actor, or I mean, am I being ridiculous and not being able to enjoy that piece of work anymore? I mean, I don't know.
Me personally, I don't think you're being ridiculous about it at all. I feel the same way.
I mean, again, it's not a choice. I'm not choosing that. It's just what it is.
When I was driving my car 10, 15 years ago, and the remix to Ignition would come on, I'd turn it up. Now I just change the channel.
Now, what is it now?
The remix.
Remix to what?
Ignition. R. Kelly song.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. But now I'm like, I mean, it doesn't get play anyway because obviously, you know, the radio waves don't play R. Kelly anymore. Maybe select few do. I don't know.
Well, around here,
no.
Who knows?
But if it comes on, I'm changing it.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
What I want to say, like, it would be worse for me, especially bands like Sick of It All, particularly Sick of It All, because we were talking about them earlier. Because Sick of It All kind of helped me learn about myself, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah, this aggressive, hard, heavy band, and they're talking they're in their lyrics. This is what they're addressing. They're talking about these things. It would blow my mind. Blow my mind. I mean, I'm not saying I learned to be a decent person because of Sick of It All, but I think they definitely helped me find that better path, if you will.
To being a decent person?
Yeah, and one thing in particular is like that whole thing of like you should only be looking down on somebody if you're helping them up.
Right,
That's kind of like their whole thing,
and
really.
That's a motto.
Yeah, it really is. And, you know, it would just blow my mind. But
yeah,
it would be out of my control if it came out that, you know, there was some crazy shit
It's
going
not
on.
out of your control. That's what they made you who you are.
No, I mean, if right, exactly. They, you know.
And if they were going against that, they're fucking lying.
Right, but I mean, it's really more that level of respect.
Yeah.
A band to have that level of respect for, and they actually came through here like a year ago or so. Maybe it might have been like this past spring. I can't remember.
I don't know.
And my buddy Danny was like, "We need to go see him." And I'm sure he went. He never misses the show, and I felt super guilty. I had zero interest. I was really feeling crummy, you know, like not. I think it was last spring or last summer, maybe. I don't remember exactly, but I've not felt like it. Just sounded exhausting.
Yeah,
and I've not really felt the greatest in the past. I don't know, little while.
Sorry, man.
I don't even want to know what's happening.
Yeah, you do. You need to see this. That's what he's done.
I like it. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, I haven't gone to see them, and I really want to. Next time they come around here, I'm not missing it.
No.
It might be a little bit. I know this Lou Collar, the singer's had some health issues.
Right.
So, but if it, you know, hopefully he recovers from that and things get, going, and I won't miss another show there. Dude, Sick of It All is the best live show. You know, I know people they go to shows and they're maybe they don't listen to punk rock or hardcore, and they go like, you know, I went and saw with my boys and Cubby, and actually Cubby paid for it all. We went and saw Slipknot.
Okay.
And well, you remember that.
I didn't go.
No, but you remember I went.
Yeah. Because it was what, Slipknot, Cypress Hill.
Yep. Yeah.
I love Cypress
It was a
Hill.
really cool show.
Cypress Hill.
But it's theatrical. You know what I mean? It's like going to watching a Broadway play. Don't get me wrong. It was awesome. I'm not into Slipknot, but it was great. I really enjoyed myself. But it has nothing on a Sick of It All show without any of that bullshit, without any of those pyrotechnics,
right?
Any of that all the craziness that goes on. It's just these four guys on a stage making that stage feel pain, basically. Just raw aggression.
Yeah.
I mean, it's but at that same time, it's like, you know, there's a code of conduct. You know, you're not going to fuck around and hurt somebody on purpose. You're not going to be a dick. You're not going to put your hands on a woman in any kind of way. And I mean, the most respect. And those shows are amazing. They're just, I've seen Sick of It All with just about every other band there is.
Right.
A bunch of times. And yeah, I feel like crap for not going. But
I'm going to break your heart. Are you ready for this?
Do it.
I've never seen them.
Well, the next time they come, we got to go.
Right.
Hopefully Lou has a speedy recovery, and let's just go do it, man.
I listen to them.
I know.
Not all the time.
Right.
But I do listen to them, and I do. Out of all the hardcore bands, that's actually one that I'm a fan of.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just a different kind of hardcore, and they own that. There's no other band that sounds anything like Sick of It All.
But at the time, you know, I was listening to different things at the time than Sick of It All. But you know, that's kind of the good stuff.
Oh, I love it so much.
I know you do.
Yeah. But I think we need to end this show. We got stuff to do tonight. We got a little partying to do.
I mean, I'm all about that.
Let's go do some partying, buddy.
All right.
Yeah. But I think for everyone at home, is the camera on me? I'm going to look right in the camera. We're going to do what are we thinking? Like we're going to get to 30.
Are we going to do 30?
This is episode 20.
20. We need to do 10 more episodes.
Right. We're going to go to episode 30.
Okay.
And then we're going to take a little break for a little while.
Can you do like a Kubrick shot of him like up close when he says this?
But transparency, because our messages are blowing up, and because we really didn't announce anything, we just kind of did it.
No,
and
we did.
I want to be, I want to have almost a countdown, So we got this show, and we got 10 more, and then we'll end right around the beginning of the year, or the end of the year, whatever, however you want to look at that. And then we'll be take a little break to do some major upgrades to the studio, and then we'll come back and we'll be in a much better place, probably around end of March, beginning of April.
Yeah,
that's the plan
I think
right
so.
now. But we want to keep this show going. We're having a great time. Again, feel free to message us, but I mean, also feel free to drop that shit in the comments too, because maybe there's a whole conversation that could be had with other people. And that's what we really want for the show, is they get dialogue.
We want everyone to be able to say something.
Right. So, but definitely, we just need to kind of, if we can start that dialogue.
Yeah.
And I mean, get other people to kind of start chiming in on some of this nonsense. I mean, it's and tonight got, I think, a little bit more serious.
It did, and I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go do some drinking.
Let's go do some fun.
All right. I'm all about it.
All right. We'll catch you guys next week.
Toodles.
Yeah. What do you want? You got beef?
I kind of do, man. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I mean, it was a rough day.
I know we usually be together, but this time I'm gonna watch you and then you watch me.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Let me go. You can go. I'm a gentleman.